Hi there, this is Brandy from Stitchin' in Oregon, back for Flosstube number 7. It is November 30th, the end of November. Tomorrow will be the first day of December, I think, which is kind of crazy that we're already at the end of the year. I think it's probably been about 3 weeks or so since my last video. A lot's been going on. And I know in my last video I was talking about wanting to be more consistent, and then, and then life happens. And I know everyone gets that. So I talked about I was going camping for Thanksgiving, which I did do. And it was beautiful and lovely. Every morning there was like frost on the grass. But it would heat up enough. The kids had a lot of fun. We went hiking. We made our whole Thanksgiving dinner over the campfire. And it was just really simple and nice. And if you haven't done that before, and you have the ability to go camping for Thanksgiving, I highly suggest it. We came home a day early from Thanksgiving camping so that we could go see the king tides up on the Oregon coast. And I'm sure a lot of people from the area know what that is, but like during the full moon in the winter, there's tides that come in that are crazy high and big. And I don't know if I took any pictures, but if I did, I'll try to insert them at the beginning of the video. So that was a lot of fun. And then the girls, the twins, were able to do some Christmas shopping for their siblings while we were there. So that was really good. And I started a new job, which is part of life being chaotic. So far it's been pretty good. I'm working for the school district here. And I do have a degree in education, so it's kind of nice to actually be able to use it. So yeah, kind of just a little recap since last video. The next thing I wanted to talk about was a couple of the Flosstubes I watched. I used to watch the Sweetwater Stitcher a lot. And for some reason I kind of fell off. So I'm way behind, but I did go and watch, I think it was episode 60. And she was doing some new starts on there. One of which was Christmas at Hollyberry Farm. And that's in my plans to start for December. I'm just waiting for a piece of fabric. So I'm really excited about that, and it was fun to see some other people working on that. And I also watched sorry, I'm looking down because I have notes. I also watched the 2023 Winter WIP Parade by Unfinished Stitches. And that was really good. They just have such a wide variety of projects. Even though they were all like winter Christmas themed. It was really fun, and now I want to go stitch all of the Prairie Schoolers that they were working on. I didn't think that Prairie Schooler was really something that I would enjoy stitching, but lately I've been seeing people working on the Christmas ones, and I think Kiky has quite a few of Prairie Schooler Christmas projects going, and then the Unfinished Stitchers did, along with a lot of other people. So that might be on my Christmas list, is a couple of those. And then I also watched Stitching with the Housewives, which normally their projects are not my style. But I must be having like a pretty big shift in what I want to stitch lately, which I think is one of the great things about what we do, right? We have so many designers and so many different styles there's a little bit of everything out there. So you can stitch whatever you feel like stitching whenever you feel like stitching, and you can change your mind about what you like stitching. I watched their video that they posted, I believe, the day after Thanksgiving, and because of that, I went and bought new patterns, which leads me to my new starts. So after watching Stitching with the Housewives, they showed their "And to All a Good Night." I'll try to put a picture of it in here because the one that I have, my printer was not doing well. So this is what it looks like in broken color mode. So like this house is actually blue, not, yeah. Anyway, so I went and gobbled that up real quick, and my friend Tanya is stitching it with me, and we started this the day after Thanksgiving, 2 days after Thanksgiving. Anyway, and I'm stitching this on an 18 count fabric that I dyed myself with denim, blue Rit dye, and some pearl gray Rit dye, and because I didn't have anything dark enough and I didn't want to wait. So this is how far I am. I'm mostly stitching with the called for DMCs, except my green is different, and I think also my yellow is like one number different. But this is how far I am so far. I don't have a lot done, but I am really liking it. And Tanya's a little bit further than me. She's she's doing much better than I am. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this is going so far, and it's fairly addictive. It's hard to put down. So then when they had their Black Friday sale on Etsy, I went and bought 3 more projects. So that is a part of haul, and I'll have to put those in, the pictures in at the end. Let's see. My other new start. This was my Thanksgiving Day start, and I have posted some pictures of this on Instagram, which I've been really bad at updating lately, so I'm really sorry about that. I feel like I've just been slacking. So I'm working on Prairie Schoolers Santa, 2023 Santa. And I bought this when I was in Idaho visiting my grandparents, and we went to Maggie's on Main in Emmett, and this is how far I am, and I love this so much. I'm stitching it on a 25 count mushroom Lugana 2/2, and I'm stitching it with the called for floss, except his beard is Whisper. So it's this. All the other white will be the called for white in the pattern, but yeah, I'm really happy with him. I just finished filling in his jacket and his glove and stuff last night. So I got quite a bit of stitching done on his. So I'm doing pretty good. I have his pants, his boots, the snowflake, the lantern. So, but it stitches up pretty quick, and it's a lot of fun to stitch. So now I'm trying to find the Santas for the years that my kids were born, and I want to stitch those. So, all right. So, oh, also I forgot about this one. That's why I make notes, because I forget I do things. I started an advent calendar. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say that. Crochet a Go-Go. Their Christmas advent calendar. Again, my printer printed it in black and white. I've had this pattern for a couple years, and I finally decided to start it. And I am stitching it with the called for DMC. The fabric, I'm not 100% sure what it is, because I bought it a couple years ago and it was in a bag for another project, and I pulled it out because I thought it would go really well with this. But it is a 36 count linen. This is what it looks like. It's got some tealies in it, but it's just a nice neutral. And this is how far I got. So this one is a cupcake. There's a lot of white and red in this one. The number was supposed to be white, and I changed it to red just because I wanted it to be more visible. But I'm gonna do one square at a time on this one. So, and I am doing, I think I said the called for DMC on that. Oh, I have another new start. Oh my Lanta. I was apparently a starting crazy person. So this one is, I don't know if I've posted a picture of this one. This is one that my sister asked me to make her for Christmas, which I don't think I'm gonna get it done in time, but it is kind of fun. I don't have a picture of it, so I'm just gonna, this is what it looks like. It's called Evermore. It's Taylor Swift themed. My sister and I were able to go to the Taylor Swift concert in Seattle together, night one, and that was a lot of fun, and she absolutely adores Taylor Swift. So she asked me to make this for her, and I am stitching this on a 27 count blue Linda, and I'm doing it 1/1. So it is tiny. This is the other part of her shoulder. So right about here is the halfway point of her jacket. So they're really, I'm about halfway done with her jacket, and then it's mostly hair up here. And then what I want to do is make it into a Christmas ornament. But I have some time because her and I tend to hold on to our Christmas presents for each other until May. We go camping with each other in May. So we tend to hold on to our gifts until then. So yeah, that is that one. I'm pretty happy with that progress. It's hard to stitch 27 count 1/1, but it is an even weave, so that helps. All right. And that pattern is by Pando Stitch on Etsy. All right, next I have a restart, and this is something I may have talked about in my last video, but I know I did post about it on Instagram. Winter Rose Manor. This is what it looks like by Brenda Gervais with a needle and thread. Pretty much everyone knows what this looks like. I love this. You would think with how much I love it that I would be further on it. Go figure, right? Okay, like I said, this is a restart because I was working on it with the called for floss on the called for fabric, and this is how far I got. So I got a nice chunk of the roof, I got this bird, and I got the flower underneath. And I was just really upset because you cannot see that flower very well. Like, look, it just disappears into the fabric. You have to be way up close to see it. So I don't know if the fabric color has changed. Like, I held off on starting this project because I wanted to do it on the called for. And I know floss colors change too, so it's possible it was that whole slew of things, right? But I just decided to restart it. Look how pretty that roof is. That was turning out so good. It probably would have been easier just to rip the stem out and use a different color, but whatever. So I decided to restart this on I don't know what this fabric is now. I think it's a Grace Notes, but maybe not. No, it's a 36 count. So it's not Grace Notes. I'm not sure who the designer is on the fabric, but it's a 36 count. It looks really good. I started with the border this time, and this is how far I got. And I just love it. It's like, it doesn't matter what color fabric is, I just love it. This color inside these diamonds kind of blends in. Would you let Avalon in?
Yeah.
Thank you. This blends in, but that's really the only place it is, so I'm not super worried about it. But this is that stem color that completely blended in on this one, and it stands out, so I'm happy with that. You want to say hi, Coley?
No.
Come here.
I don't wanna.
Come say hi. You don't have to.
I don't wanna.
Okay. That was an 11-year-old that just squealed like that, who told me when I started Flosstube that she would help me. So she has apparently changed her mind. Her name is Nicole, but her cousin called her baby Coley when I was pregnant with her, and it just has kind of stuck. And not a lot of people get to call her that anymore. So, all right. Next we have regular WIPS that I made progress on. I have Wisdom by Teresa Kogut. This is another one I'm stitching on with my friend Tanya. I'm stitching it with the called for DMC. This is what it will look like when it's done. She is so far, she's almost done with it. Whoops. Like, I think she has like just this part left to do, and I'm so jealous. I mean, I started mine a month ago or whatever, but hers just looks so good. Every time I see it, it makes me want to get it out. So there is what it looks like. And I'm stitching on a 32 count Vintage Country Mocha, and I'm stitching it 2/2 with the called for DMC, like I said. And this, sorry, I can't find my iron, so I haven't been able to iron anything. This is how far I am. I'm happy with that. I'm pretty excited to get into the alphabet up here. I really enjoy stitching alphabets. So yeah, this one will probably go away for a little while though, just because I'm really feeling like finishing the Santa, and I have an ornament I need to fully finish, and yeah, you know, other things. So okay, next is my penny pumpkin by the Scarlet House. I'm stitching this on a 32 count aqua fresca linen from Grace Notes Fabrics. And this is what the pattern looks like. I'm stitching it with the called for DMC with the, I think I swapped out 4 colors. Just because I didn't have them, so I substituted. And if you guys would like that, I would be happy to share. All right, and let's take this out of the frame. The border of this was stitched in Forbidden Fiber Arts Coal, I think. And I cannot find that floss. Like, it's in my house somewhere. I don't know where it is. But that's what I stitched the whole outer border. But because I couldn't find it and I needed to finish this, I just went with black, which is what's called for. So I stitched all of this pumpkin. So I finished this and started the outline of the leaves one night. And then I finished the leaves and did all of that pumpkin and the vining and everything the next night. So I'm really happy with the progress on this. This will probably go away until next year. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. And I think I made the decision after talking with my husband to take all of the little tiny squares out, and I'm just gonna do the big ones. I don't think it needs the little ones. I think the design is fine without it, and to be honest, I don't want to stitch them. All those little quarter stitches just stress me out. I mean, that's what's nice about this too, is we can modify and adapt things to what we want it to look like. Do you still not want to say hi?
No.
All right, next I have Tiki Beach Sunset, which I didn't bring my tablet, so have to use our imagination. Actually, no, we don't. I have a picture of it. This is the mock-up from Heaven and Earth Designs. This is a design charted by Heaven and Earth Designs by Amy Stewart. It's a story keep. This is what it's going to look like. And I am about here. Still working on filling in that blasted turtle.
I need you to sign.
We'll just set it down. I'll sign it when I'm done.
Okay.
But I did put about 1,000 stitches in it, so I was happy with that. And this is where I'm at. I mostly worked this color, this tan color, and I did some stitches up in here. So I think everything that's left in here is going to be turtle shell. And about here, I should start hitting the blues for the water. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah, that's where I am on that one. This one will go away now, probably for a while, until I feel called to work on it. Okay, my next one is Well Hello There by Hands On Design. I had mentioned previously and showed you all, I had done a bunch of the other months on this and that I was going to start December. So December is this one down here. I am not using the button pack on this. I'm just altering the border, shifting the border up to kind of encircle the words. So I have January done. I have August, September, October, November done. So I'm gonna do December, finish December, and then I'll go up and I'll work on February. And I am stitching this on an 18 count coconut shell by Bestitch Me Fabric. And this is where I'm at. I am using my own floss for this. So this is a variegated green by Cosmo. Yes, by Cosmo. It has a lot of really cool greens in it. And it has done really fun variegation on there. And then I'm using a red and a white for the others. So the hello will be white and the border will be red. Very Christmassy. I think last time I showed you, I barely had any of the D done, maybe some of the E, but I've got all of this done, and I'm hoping to take this with me to our volleyball tournament on Saturday, and maybe get that word finished. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way that's turning out. These are fun because they stitch up pretty quick, and you know, you just have to prioritize them, I guess. Okay, next is my Beautiful sampler. This is a stitch along that Kia B is hosting, called the Do Not Be Afraid Sal, or Don't Be Afraid Sal. And it is called the Beautiful Sampler by Twin Peak Primitives. And this came out and I scooped it up. I just love this so much. I know I have talked about it over and over and over again. I am stitching this on a 32 count Be Stitch Me even weave. And this is where I'm at. So I worked on this while camping, and I finished the beekeepers. Okay. Finished the beekeepers. I know they have different colored hair. There is a symbol in this. It is the same symbol for two different colors. And that's why my windmill is a different color too. I like it, but I chose to do them with two different color hair. Yeah. So anyway, that is done. This is a different page here, the start of a new page. So working my way down. I just love this so much. So I put my kids' initials in there. I know I talked about that last time. G is Gavin, A is Alyssa, N is Nicole, and K is Cadence. I know my margins are tight on the bottom and top, but it's okay. This is one that never really gets totally put away because it just is such a therapeutic thing to stitch on. It is so much fun, and it just is calming. And, you know, when I can't decide what I want to work on, but I know my brain needs some stitching to decompress, this is what I pull out. I have it in Pattern Keeper, and I have the printed pattern, so I can do whatever floats my boat with that one. Okay, so I wanted to talk about, hopefully I'll get this video up tonight, which is November 30th, but I wanted to talk about tomorrow, December 1st, Jingle Bell starts, and hopefully I get this up in time. If you guys do not have tickets yet, I think they're still selling them. I don't know for sure. It was $10 entrance fee to get into Jingle Ball. I think you can't enroll in the classes anymore. But there is going to be exclusive patterns offered by designers. There is going to be some like meet the designer Zoom rooms. Anyway, a lot of fun stuff. I signed up for 2 classes, And I decided I was going to show this just because I'm going to show one of them. I don't have the other one right next to me. I signed up for the festive mini wreath and banner project from Hello from Liz Matthews. I got the kit. I do believe this is going to be something she's going to offer exclusively at this Jingle Ball retreat. So if you're interested, I would highly suggest grabbing a ticket if you can and popping in there. This is what comes with the pattern. And my kit came with all of this stuff to make the little ornament. And I loved all of these. So I had my kids pick which one I was going to do. The kit came with the fabric to stitch it on, which was a fabric that was dyed by Liz. I want to say it's a 30... Sorry, 35 count hand-dyed even weave fabric that was dyed by Liz, and it's really pretty and it was really nice to work on. I did pick my own floss colors, which were similar to the called for, but my own, and I will make it into the Christmas ornament during the class, I think is on Sunday. But this is how it turned out. The girls chose Joy to do, and I'm really, really happy with the way this turned out. The other class I'm doing is a pin keep one from Beth Twist, and I thought that would be a really fun one to do. And so we got a kit in the mail for that one that has all the things to make these fun little pin keep things. And yeah, so I'm really excited about that. I need to find that. I think it's on my kitchen table because I didn't want to lose it. But highly suggest you guys, I hope I get this up in time. I know I'm going to miss the start of it, I think on Friday, because I have to work all day. And when I signed up for the retreat, I wasn't working. And so I hope I don't miss too much, but I'm really excited. Saturday, I know I have a class during the day on Saturday, but my kids have a volleyball tournament. And so I can pop into the class and watch it, but I'm not actually going to be able to participate because I'm going to be at a volleyball tournament and I can't have a hot glue gun and an iron and all of that stuff there. But I am excited to still get in there and do it. I do know there's a couple cross stitch shops that were listed on the Jingle Bell website, that if you have an entrance ticket for Jingle Ball, you can go to that shop and stitch on things and just participate in the retreat from the shop, which was so cool. I wish, oh man, I wish they would have put off volleyball one more week so that I could have gone to Acorns and Threads and done that. That would have been a lot of fun. All right, so then we are just into plans. The first thing I want to do is fully finish Penguin Pear by Hands On Design. I stitched this on an unnamed fabric from Be Stitch Me. It's a 36 count opal linen, and I think I used mostly called for floss on this. This is a gift for my sister and my nephew, and I still need to stitch their names on the bottom. Maybe I'll do that tonight in the year. And then I want to turn it into a Christmas ornament. So If anyone has any good tutorials for turning this into a Christmas ornament, I would really like that if you dropped it below, because I really need to get that done and in the mail to her. Like I said, I was going to try to finish Evermore, that project for my sister. I don't think I'm even gonna try now though, just because it's so much tiny little stitching, and there's just other things, Christmas things, themed things I would rather work on. So I will continue working on it, but I'm not gonna finish it. I'm gonna start Christmas at Hollyberry Farm, which I don't have with me. I'll try to post a picture of it. I'm just waiting on a piece of fabric that I ordered from Bestitch Me that did ship the other day, and I may have ordered it on Black Friday, so I do know that it shipped. I haven't checked tracking. So as soon as that gets here, I have it all kitted up with all the floss and everything, and I can start that. And it is the last month for WIPGO, and I'm feeling very conflicted. I've done WIPGO for the last 3 years, and it does help to get progress on things. But I'm feeling like I want to focus on finishing some things next year, and I don't know if WIPGO is the way for me to do that. So I'm either going to play with the idea of altering my WIPGO board, or not doing WIPGO for 2024. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. WIPGO doesn't have any hard and fast rules, so you can really adapt your board to whatever it is you want to do. Sorry, I have a weird shadow from my glasses, and it's from this light, and it's driving me crazy. Anyway, so I don't know what I'm gonna do, but that being said, there is one more month of WIPGO for December. So the last numbers called for the WIPGO for the year was 12 and 20. And I have 2 WIPGO boards. So I have a full coverage board, and I have my regular projects board. So that being said, I don't think I have a picture of this one either. This is my 4th of July gnome. And I know I mentioned him in my WIP parade. He is on the same piece of fabric as another 4th of July gnome. So this is the one I have done. And I'm stitching her gnomey boyfriend right next to her. So I have his hand done, and I was starting in on the stars that he's holding across his body. These patterns are no longer available. I did get them on Etsy, but I can't find them anymore. But yeah, that's where I am with him. He has a long way to go. I'm not feeling super summer stitching right now, so I don't know how much work I'll get on him. But I'm hoping at least one night of progress on him. He might be one of the ones that I focus on a finish for next year, because he's been going for 2 years. I think at least 1 year. Anyway, and he just, there's nothing there. He needs more love. All right, next I have my anniversary piece was called, again, that is Violet's Blue by Blackbird Designs, and this is what it looks like. I am stitching this on a 36 count Picture This Plus fabric. I don't know what it's called because I bought it so long ago, but it's this really beautiful, like purple, mottled purple color. And this is how far I am. Last time I showed it to you, I had just finished stitching the house and I started working on the border going down. So this one for sure will be finished next year. So we'll see how much I can get done this month. Again, I'm not feeling super, I just want to stitch winter, and our anniversary is in October. So this is more of an October stitch for me, but when I do start working on this, it is a lot of fun. I am stitching it with my own floss, because when I started it, I was on my way to Hawaii and I just grabbed what I had. So it's my own floss conversion. So hopefully at least one night, 2 nights, I do like that one. So it'll probably get a little bit more progress than the others. I don't have my tablet with me, so I'll have to try to insert a picture. If I can't insert a picture, then I think you all probably remember what this looks like. This is called Ruby Rooster. It is by Busby Designs on Etsy. And this is what it looks like right now. Last time I stitched this, I stitched in all of this blue down here, and I was working kind of on filling this in, but this part, these feathers are totally filled in, and I think he's totally filled into like right here. And this orange one is totally done. This is a gift from my friend Autumn. She knows about it. She loves it. She knows it's going to take me a million years. I've restarted it like 3 times because of counting errors. There is a ton of confetti. So much confetti in this. So it's not super fun to work on. And I'm working on a 28 count 1/1 half stitch, 10 stitch. So it'll be, I think it's 1/1. Yeah. 1/1. Sorry. It's been a minute since I worked on this. That's where I am with that one. And this is my floss ring for it. When you're working on it, it feels like there's a whole lot more colors in it than that. And I am stitching it with the called for. All right, so last but not least, my last WIP Go call was for Rising in the East, which I just call my Beauty and the Beast pattern. This is a pattern I got from Etsy. It is artwork by Chris Darrell. I'm stitching it on an 18 count oatmeal Ada that I got from Michael's, and I am stitching it with the called for DMC. This is where I'm at. Last time I showed this to you guys, I was working on in here, and I'm working on a page finish on this side. So that'll be my goal this time, is to finish this page. And I think it's mostly this, there's a lot of brown in there. And 814, which is like this really pretty reddish color. So, you know, eventually I'll get into Beast and Belle. They're in the middle, but it's gonna be a while. And this has so many colors. Look at this. That's ridiculous. So many colors for a chart that is primarily brown. So yeah, this one is always fun when I get it out, and I usually feel like I can get some decent progress when I work on it. Okay. That is it. The only other thing I wanted to do was I wanted to do a giveaway. I know I said when I got to 400 subscribers, we would do a giveaway. I don't know what I'm at, honestly, because I forgot to check. Last time I checked, I was at like 320 or something, which I think is amazing. But it's Christmas time, and I think it would be fun to share some Christmas charts. These are ones I've had for a little while, but they've just been sitting there, and it just makes me sad. They're great charts, and they deserve some love. So rules: you have to be subscribed to my channel, you have to like my channel, you have to be over 18. Don't use the words giveaway or free or gift or, you know, any of those trigger words. I want one of you guys to get these charts. And I will ship anywhere in the US and Canada. I don't know much about shipping out of the country yet. So I'm going to wait on shipping overseas for now. But we'll get there. So this is for the US and Canada. And let's see. I have 2 of them. So the first one I'm going to do, I got this chart it was with a project bag I bought from Stitch Toolbox, which is based in Canada. And this is called Christmas Tree Farm by Twin Peak Primitives. It's super cute. This actually reminds me a lot of the way prairie schoolers look in their houses and stuff. So if you would like a chance to win this, leave a comment that says Christmas tree. And it calls for DMC, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 colors, which is really not that bad. There's some French knots in it and back stitches. So that's the first giveaway. And then the second one is Winter Friends by Autumn Lane Stitching. And this is what it looks like. This is super cute, but like I said before, I don't really stitch snowmen. So it's not really fair for me to just hold on to this, right? Like, it needs to be stitched. It needs some love. So if you would like a chance to win this one, use the word winter. Sorry, that's my daughter's cat, Buzz, and he is needy. Come here. Come here, buddy. So if you would like a chance to win this pattern, put the word winter in there. So yeah, that is all for today. I hope to get this edited and uploaded to YouTube, hopefully tonight, by tomorrow morning at the latest. If you are going to Jingle Ball, I hope to see you all there, even though I'm going to kind of be on the sidelines. And like I said, I'm just decided I'm not going to put any expectations on how often I'll be able to film with this new job and the girls' volleyball schedule and some other things going on with the kids and life and everything right now. I just would feel like I was letting people down if I didn't follow through on what I said I was going to try to do. So yeah, hopefully I'll have another 1 or 2 out in the next month, but if not, sorry guys. I will pull a winner for these though. We'll talk about it in my next video. So I hope to do it soon because I would like to get these to you guys before Christmas. So with that, I hope you guys all had a fantabulous November and that your December is starting good and that you have all the fun things to stitch on. I hope I inspired you, gave you some ideas. Sorry, the cat is so distracting. He doesn't retract his claws, and so I can just, here, come here. Say hi. This is Buzz. He is my daughter's cat, and he is named after an astronaut because she wants to be an astronaut. Anyway, that's all for now. I hope you guys have a good evening, morning, day, whenever you're watching this, and we will see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.